Yeah, it is called Grace Children Home, and we started it in the year 2000 October, and with the 50 kids. And right now we have 50 children, ranging from fourth year, 4 years to 10 years.
What happens when the children get past 10? When a child becomes 11 years old, what happens?
Yeah, what we would like to do right now, because they need to go to school. The school is only up to 7th grade. So next year we want to put it in 8th grade, 9th grade. So we want them to complete the high school. So right now, since we don't have accommodations, after 7th grade, they would go back to their relatives, or most of them they have parents or relatives. They go back and then try to go to a school. But we do not want to see that happen. We want them to be here until they are done with the high school. And then before they go on, after high school, we want to prepare them. We would like to ask them whether they would like to continue their studies if they get good marks, and then we would like to see the possibility for them going to college, and we would like to provide some the stipend or the scholarships for them, or else if they want to settle down in life, and if we would like to teach them some vocation, either tailoring or carpentry or welding, or nowadays computers. If they can get a good 1-year education, they would be able to get a decent job. We want to prepare them for life.
What sort of food do they eat? What sort of food do they eat?
Yes, and the basic food in this part of the country, the staple food is rice and curry. So rice, and we provide them the best, the quality rice, and then the curry, it is egg curry or vegetable curries or meat like chicken and lamb. And once a week they would get chicken, and once a week they would get eggs, and once a week they would get lamb. And the fish is a rare thing. And then also, some of our church members, they want to sometimes, as they celebrate their kids and also grandkids' birthdays, they would like to sponsor a meal that is equivalent to what they give it to their kids. So very often we have those special meals for these kids. And basically these kids, they would get 3 full meals. One, in the morning they have breakfast, and then later, of course, lunch, and in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, everyone would get to have a good sized glass of milk. And in the evening, 7:30, they would have their dinner. And so in the meantime, and in the evening especially, and after dinner, they get to study. And then by 9:30 or 10 o'clock, they would go to bed. And right now, we don't have any hot water facilities. But weather is such, it is not that cold. But usually they would have the cold water, but cold is a relative term, it is not that cold. The kids, they are used to that one. Only when it is during the winter time, when it gets too cold, then we provide them the hot water. So we have a warden, and then a person who is in charge of all the food, and then cooks, a staff of 3 or 4, and they would really take care of the kids. And so they would see that they would get a good meals, and then also there is sanitation and the clothing. They would see that their clothes would be washed and then ironed, and then they have the school uniform that they wear it to school. Once they get up from the school, regular clothes they would wear. And so that's what. And in the evening, and of course we do not have any place for them to sleep. So they would sleep in the school premises. And so that is the arrangement so far. Once we get to the other facilities where the Lord is going to give us, then they would have a bed for them to sleep, and then also the pillow and all these things that are necessary for the kids, and then so we'd have bathrooms and all those things. So with the meager means that the Lord has provided for us, because He wanted us to start this the orphanage, and then we did it. Part of kitchen, and that would be the dining hall during the and then also we would presently we need to use it. And this is the place, actually, the Gospel Association of India was established in 1945 and 1944 with my father. So this is where he lived for four years, and this is where the ministry began. God gave the promise to my father that He would give us an orphanage and a Bible school, and then now the orphanage. And right now we have only 45 children, and we want to expand it to, because there is a great need, and this year to 100, and then next year, by the time, and when we complete this project, we would have accommodation for 200 children, and we would give them the education, room and board, clothing, medical, and shoes and everything. And then we want to raise them up in the fear of the Lord and giving the best education that is available right now. And so that is our intention, so that we might be able to raise them up with responsible citizens of the country and also citizens of the kingdom of God.